Right, what an episode we have today for you folks. We've got plenty of results to go over. We've got the under-16s, we've got the plenty of games have gone on over the weekend. We've got the under-19s to go over. We're then going to speak a little bit about the ladies GB team on the weekend. They fought and did us proud. And then we're going to get into the Britball adult mixed contact section, where there's been Prem, there's been Div 1, there's been Div 2. There's been some brilliant games over the weekend, and we really look forward to going over the results with you. We'll divulge a bit into the Europe stuff, won't take anything away from the guys on a Friday. Remember folks, you can feature your clip in the opening clip that we're doing now. All you've got to simply do is just send us the clip before 7 p.m. on a Monday evening. It takes us a few minutes just to upload and get this done. Now, we're pretty much, I'd say, halfway through the season. What point do we start talking about playoffs? What if? Maybe getting started a bit later. But I'm really looking forward to the show this week, folks. Again, if you've got anything you want us sharing or tagging, please just tag us in it. We'll always share whatever you want to be shared, and we've all just got to work together to make this sport better. But I'll leave you with the rest of this video, and we go on to Monday Night Hudl, and I believe it is episode 16, and what a pleasure it is to share this with you. Live, here we go. Monday Night Hudl, episode 16. And I've just realised you can see all the clothes in the background there. I'm not in my mother-in-law's room. Honestly, folks, how are we? All good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good, thanks.
We've got Liv, we've got Jess. Jess is from her Hudl team. We've got Lee. So, Lee, I'll ask you first, and then we can do this as a merry-go-round thing. How have you been, mate? What's been going on?
Oh, usual stuff. Just been repping it out with my under-19s guys, looking for some games coming up soon. So if you're an under-19s team, you want to help out in an associate team, please reach out to me. But yeah, apart from that, everything else has been. What about you,
Lee?
Liv?
I think I've got some mic issues with yourself. Liv, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Double training this weekend. So
Right, Jess, can you just check your mic, mate?
Are we working?
It's working.
I can hear Jess.
Some background noise. Let me check one moment. Sorry, folks. Live TV. It is coming from Jess. Yes, Jess, we're picking up everything in the background there. I'm not too sure if you got any AirPods or headphones.
I can go and get some if that's better for you.
If you could, mate, bro. Yeah.
Perfect. Give me a second.
So, well, folks, it's been a really good weekend of football. A really, really, really good weekend of football with all the European stuff that's on. Britball was back this weekend. We had the GB team competing on the weekend. I think I'm going to go into some results for you first. So, under 16s, Darlington Steam 0, Lancashire Buccaneers 1, North East Academy Giants 0, Yorkshire Academy Assassins 31, Darlington Steam 0, Yorkshire Academy Assassins 1. Looks like 2 forfeits from Darlington there. North East Academy Giants 6, Lancashire Buccaneers 39, up the Buccaneers. Then we move on to the under 16s, Midlands. Birmingham Lions 32, Lincolnshire Bombers 18, Norfolk Knights 28, Sheffield Giants 26. Very close game, that one. And then Birmingham Lions 20, Sheffield Giants 21. Really close game. Norfolk Knights 36, Lincolnshire Bombers 18. That looks like a very close competitive division there. And then we're on to South East, London Blitz 25, Kent Excels 19. Wembley Stallions 32, Rushmore Knights 64, London Blitz 48, Wembley Stallions 32, Rushmore Knights 39, Kent Exiles 6. And then we go on to the under 16s Southwest results. We've got Oxford Saints 48, Swindon Storm 6, South Wales Warriors 28, Poole Dolphins 6, South Wales Warriors 6, Oxford Saints 46. Oxford Saints looking really good in every domestic league. And then Swindon Storm 22, Poole Dolphins 38. I think we're waiting for Jess to come back. Liv, if you could just drop her a message, make sure she's coming back, because we definitely want her back. Miles Garrett to Rams as well.
That's interesting. I'm just checking that out now myself.
We will hopefully have our NFL guy making a post about that very shortly. Wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I'm going to wait for Jess to come back before we do the Team GB stuff. So I'm just going to go into the under-19s results, where we had Northeast Academy Giants and Yorkshire Academy Assassins in a 16-16 tie. No one likes ties. Why are they happening? I'm only joking. Highland Wildcats 27, East Kilbride Pirates 33. I am not surprised how good East Kilbride are. Birmingham Lions Academy 6, Nottingham Caesars 40. And I'm pretty sure that guarantees them playoff football. Good trade for Yorkshire. Love that. Sheffield Giants 12, Chester Romans 37. Brilliant. And then Rushmore Knights 0, South London Renegade 33, London Blitz 1, Oxford Saints 0. The future's bright with the youth football. Some really, really good results. Has Jess messaged anyone to say she's coming back?
Yeah. She's just getting her AirPods to connect to her iPad, and then she'll be back on.
It's really interesting because it is a common trend. You see that clubs performing well have that set up throughout the whole thing. And I was at Widnes Stadium filming the second episode of Pump Pass Kick. Not had any submissions yet, by the way. Loads of promises. And it was really interesting to see in the UK, especially, that transition from American football. From rugby to American football. And then you look at hang on, we've heard about Miles Garrett. Yes, we've got one comment on Instagram. Sorry, I've always got to check the Instagram comments because they come through separate. But if you've played rugby before you played American football, I'd like to put some comments in what you thought was the easiest transition over and what you thought was the hardest transition. Jess is back. Hello, Jess.
Hello, is this better?
Oh, that's a lot better.
Much better. Much better. Perfect. And now your camera's gone. I'll let you figure that one out, Jess. I don't know if you need to try. So, yeah, it is an interesting one with the transition because, you get a lot of like sprinters who tend to want to try like wide receiver or running back route. Right. Jess, we're not sure what's going on. We'll hopefully get you back very shortly. Should we get into some results, folks? Because we've got a lot.
Yep.
We've got a lot to talk about. We'll talk about GB in between the Prem and Div 1. So let's get to it. First result of the week: Nottingham Caesars 7, Manchester Titans 46. Now, we all predicted the Titans to win. I don't think we thought it would be this convincing because you got to remember they're away from home. For some reason, teams in the UK do not like travelling. If it's more than an hour, great results. Lee, what were your thoughts on the result, mate?
I think it's a bit of a predictable result, really, wasn't it? I think we all, well, as you can see from the chart there, we all predicted the Titans to win. I'd be interested to see how the Caesars actually scored their 7 points. Was it offensive, defense? I didn't actually watch the game, so interesting to see how they did that. But yeah, I mean, it's no shock, is it? I mean, the two teams in the Prem that won this week are arguably the best teams in Britball right now. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be too shocked at this score anyway.
We've just had a comment. I played rugby for 20 years before joining the Panthers this year. The biggest difference is the level of technique you need to learn to be successful. Yeah. I think another thing would be is with rugby league, you can join join a team and be in the starting lineup the same week. You've got to learn a playbook and everything. So for me, it's a lot more difficult on that aspect. Going back to the result. Liv, what were your thoughts on this? Were you surprised, or did you think you'd get Nottingham? Because let's not forget, Nottingham, I'm pretty sure, travelled down to Bristol Aztecs for a game, like a friendly scrimmage. So they are trying to play better teams to better themselves.
Yeah, I think I wasn't surprised that Manchester won. I was surprised about the difference in the score. I did expect it to be a tiny bit closer in terms of, the scoreline. But yeah, after we spoke to, the guy from Manchester, they do have a really, really good setup there, and I am not surprised. They are pushing for that B team as well, so I'm not surprised that they won. I would like to see them get as close to the finals as they can this year. 100%.
Jess, we would love to get you on to talk about this result. For some reason, you're having some issues. I would say open the app up in Safari or Chrome, not through the message we sent you. Yeah, we all expected it. Look, Manchester are a brilliant team, and I think Caesars have done quite a lot to improve as well. I am looking forward to Caesars playing Nighthawks. I do think that's going to be a decent game to watch. I hope that one's going to be streamed. And Nighthawks today have finally announced they've managed to secure a home field, albeit it's not in Merseyside. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm not saying they're begging, but you get what I mean. I do wish them the best of luck, so they can turn that season around. Right, we're still waiting for Jess to come back on. So we're just going to crack on with the fixtures till she is back on, and then we'll chat some of the Team GB stuff. Rushmore, right, this is mental. This Rushmore Knights 0, Bristol Aztecs 83. Now, before we even discuss this, would you like to see a little clip?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's make sure I play the right clip.
Rushmore showing some changes. They bring a blitz on third down. Gretzinger rolls out and caught. Missed tackle, and now trying to pick up more blockers down the field, and he's broken free. That's going to be Quinton Wimmer all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs.
FYI, mate. So I message if you've you're not going to really want to send a clip if you've been beat. Some teams do, and I do love it when they do. But I tend to message all the teams that have won. Let's just hope she works this time. She's on.
Hey.
There we go. Give us 1 sec, Jess. I'm just going to finish what I was saying. Now I can hear myself. She's trying again. She is trying. Give her a due. But for me, with this there was tons of clips. What is going on with Rushmore? I seen a comment where someone was like saying that Bristol should have took the foot off the gas. No, I am not in favour of that. I understand. At that level, I am definitely not in favour of that. Jess, can you hear us without an echo?
I can. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
We got there in the end.
Right, Jess, I'm going to go to you. What was your thoughts about the results of Rushmore Knights 0, Bristol Aztecs 83?
I cannot believe that they didn't even get a singular point. I know that Bristol are a good team. There's no debating that. But to lose 83-0, it's not great.
I've spoke to the guys on Rushmore's social, not like in the last week or I've asked what's going on. They all seem okay. They seem more than okay. They seem really nice. I know a coach has left. Lee, do you know what's going on there? And Rushmore, we hope you turn it around. We hope everyone can turn it around. You've had some difficult fixtures as well. I think maybe am I overreading it, Lee? They have had some really difficult fixtures. They did beat Wembley Stallions. Not only did they beat Wembley Stallions, they came behind. I think it was 27 or 28-0 to beat them.
Yeah, this is it. So they I think that was their fourth game of the season so far. So the first game was against the Stallions, and you got quite rightly there. They came back from a huge deficit to bring it back in the fourth quarter to walk away with the win. The next games were back-to-back blitz games, and yeah, they just got manhandled by the blitz. Now, obviously, the blitz are a really good outfit, and in between those blitz games, they lost their head coach, who I don't think he resigned. I think he sort of parted ways with the club. Okay. So obviously they're in that transition period now, where obviously something's going wrong within the club. And when you're up against a Goliath of a team like the Aztecs, and we saw in that clip there that the defensive players were just all over the place. Now, what went wrong in that game? Was obviously we can put it down to half-term week, people are away on holiday and stuff like that. But I mean, there seemed to be a lot wrong with just that one clip that we show there, and for the fact that the Aztecs put 83 points on the board. I mean, there is lots to be said about where Rushmore are right now, and yeah,
great stream though. Like, I can't. There's quite a lot of teams whose streams I really do enjoy watching. East Kilbride are really underrated, but that Titan stream, you guaranteed absolutely fantastic. Liv, what are your thoughts on this one, mate? This is a team you're going to be playing. Are you like, are you? Because obviously you don't play anymore. You coach. Liv, you play.
Yeah.
Are you looking at this game thinking one or two things? I don't want to play Aztecs, I'm looking forward to Rushmore, or is it Rushmore? They're only in that position because of the fixtures they've had. Because
Yeah, I mean, I am looking. It's a case of I'm looking forward to the Rushmore night and the match, mainly because it is based on like work and holidays, and obviously with injury, it's one of the only teams that I'll actually get to play twice.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with like Aztecs, I'm going to Turkey, so I'm missing the home match. Playing the reverse fixture though, I will be at the away fixture. But again, it's the Aztecs, like, they are scary, but I have been on the field against them. I've been put on my almost swore there. I've been put on my behind by them. I've been knocked to the floor. I've been tackled, dump tackled, thrown. So it's not a case that I'm not scared of them, but it's more the fact of what they can do. I do think as Cats, we are in a better position than what we were last year. Everything's starting to click a bit more better. A lot of the guys, we do have new guys, but a lot of the guys are the same ones from last season, so we're starting to build on that rapport from last year. But yeah, Rushmore, I really want to know what is going on, because it doesn't seem like the same team that we played last year. Last year we were in the mentality that we are on the same level, and obviously they bet us both times, quite significantly both times. So it doesn't seem like it's the same team. It does seem like something has happened, or again, it could be the fact, they have played the number 1 and number 2 team 3 times in a row. But yeah.
Love that comment. Love that comment. Respect, but never ever fear. Do you know what? I think good luck. Well into Rushmore for finishing the game. I do think it's a case of they've got them really hard fixtures out the way. I would like to know in the comments section from people, because no one can get relegated from the Prem because London Warriors left, and no one can get from Prem South, and no one can get relegated from Prem North because Scunthorpe Alphas merged with Humber / folded. Do people think that 2 teams should go up and 1 team should still be relegated? Because results like that, that's a lot of people start asking that, them questions, because like, as it stands, bottom is Wembley Stallions, but they've announced some really good recruitment signings today. Will they have that Rushmore night's fixture eyed up as right? We've got to win this because we want, obviously, to get a bit of pride back. But if the relegation was on the line, do you get where I'm coming from? It's an interesting one. Put your comments in, put some comments in, folks. We'll absolutely display them as long as they're not rude. If I had a rude one or two.
I think that, fair play to Rushmore. They're still fielding the team, and I think that's what they're trying to avoid here, is that sort of automatic relegation. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the flip fixture of this.
There is no relegation to happen. No,
no. I mean,
but if they forfeit, they will have to go down.
Oh.
It'll be like the North last year, where you had one team
Newcastle
completely come out and Newcastle forfeit a match, which means automatic relegation.
Yeah.
So if any of us forfeit a match, it's back down to Div 1.
Yeah. I don't think they've got it in them to forfeit a game. I think they're going to. Yeah,
we think this is going to happen, Dan. We are I would put very good money on it.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah. We've got a few comments of yes about the relegation. K28 flex, and he looks like he's flexing with his top off, and he's got a six-pack. I used to have one of them. All Prem team Souths have recruited well this season. Do you know what? I'm seeing a lot of, even up north, I'm seeing a lot of really good recruitments. I think this is when you keep the promotion relegation game. Would Yorkshire do any better than Rushmore versus Aztecs, for example? Do you know what? I believe that's Jason. Yeah, I do think they would. I think I wouldn't be sleeping on the Rushmore thing. Merge Prem North and South relegate the bottom team in each.
Yeah.
3-year curse to strike again. And relegation allows teams to rebuild, to introduce newer players without the pressure of playing up and open the ability to reorganize. Guys, would you like some stats?
Oh, yeah. Let's give some stats.
So let me take that comment off. Our guys at pick 6. So I don't believe these are including the weekend stats. They might do. I might be wrong. But I'm just going to go through them briefly. Obviously, when you're rewatching this, you can pause if you're listening on Spotify, Netflix. I wish Spotify, Amazon, or Apple Podcast. You can simply click our YouTube channel. We'll be publishing these later on in the week as well. But offense firepower there. You can see the difference in mass levels. That Quinton Wimmer, by the way, what a player he is. I'm sure there's other players in the team, but 2 of the touchdowns he scored this week, and I've seen the footage for them, absolutely brilliant. And then you've got players to watch. Again, Quinton Wimmer message there. I'm changing his name to Quinton Winner. And then head to head. This is where, I'm fair play to Bristol. Absolutely fair play. And defensive showdown. I might have already showed that. I think I have. Right. So, on the weekend, Team GB played for the ladies. We spoke about them on 3rd and 99 about how far ahead they are in terms of results. Now, this weekend, they played Germany, and it didn't go our way, unfortunately. Jess, let us know what happened, mate. What went on?
The first quarter, there was no points in that first quarter. It took until towards the end of the second quarter before we got some points on the board. I mean, GB and Germany were just fantastic defensively. No one could get forward. It was just going back to back to back, and then Germany put some points on the board, and I think by half-time, I think they were 13-0 down, and I don't want to say that their heads had gone, but you sort of felt that deflation from GB. But they didn't give up. They kept going. They came out really strong in that second half. But I think the sort of difference in Germany's, they play 11s regularly all the time, and I think it really showed the difference between GB. But they still did very well, and they really did Great Britain proud.
I mean, that was going to be one of my questions to you. Is do you think the difference here is the talent pool, as in the individual players, or do you think it's more of the fact that the German team looked more complete, as in working together, playing together, than the British team? Which one do you think it is? Do you think it's more of the talent pool, or do you think it's more of the cohesiveness that they have?
I think it's probably more to do with the cohesiveness. I mean, we've got some fantastic players on GB. Like, shout out to Laura Dye, the tight end. She's one of my friends. She's an incredible player. And
she's welcome on the show, by the way. FYI, I just want to say, sorry, I've just inhaled the sausage butty there. I'm just being honest, but I'd never lie. I just say how it is.
I'm surprised you turned your camera off for that, to be fair. I'd love to watch that.
If you'd have seen that, mate, you'd ask questions. Anyway, I've had clips of the week from one under-19 player, 0 ladies, and 0 flag teams. Ladies, can we please sort some clips out for us? Under 19, send us some clips for, we want to post all the clips. It's not just, the adult Britball stuff. We're in talks with a few of the European teams. Hopefully we'll get some clips from them. Send us your clips over. Jess, I have to say this. So, I played against a few ladies before. The worst concussion I had was off a headbutt from a lady on another team. And you play for the Raptors. I know there's some great players at Raptors, so I don't think it's an issue with the talent. I agree. I think it's the issue with the 11 versus 11. Liv, Jess, have we got the numbers to start doing 11 versus 11? If not, do you think? Okay, you've said no.
Sorry, that was very fast.
Why? What have we got to do to get to that stage? Because we should always be pushing ourselves to get to the next level. What's got to be done?
I don't know. It's just at the moment we're struggling at 9s, we're struggling at 7s. You've seen teams collapse from being like in the ladies' Premier sides or in the 9s. You've seen Leeds Chargers drop last season and then drop all the way to Associates. You've seen us at Royals compete in 9s and then completely drop to 7s. I think at least some of the 7s teams that are 7s have tried 9s and collapsed from 9s. It's recruitment is a massive, massive one. It's the battle for us. The reason why we had to drop from 9s was the health checks. The amount of players that they have, like the minimum amount of players that you require for the 9s, should be. It's a lot especially for clubs like us in Peterborough who are alone. Like we don't have the big hub. We're not a big hub. Whereas you got people like Manchester, Birmingham, those are big hub cities, London Warriors. We struggle with recruitment kind of based on geographically.
Jess? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we see it at Rosendale as well. I mean, the Bucks slogan is "You can't build a team in Rosendale," and we're trying to build 2 teams. We're trying to build a men's team and a women's team. So it's very difficult, and I think as well it's very inaccessible with how expensive it is. I mean, I know the funding to play for GB is so expensive, and a lot of people can't afford that, especially in the times that we're in now. You're picking between paying that much for a sport that you love and you want to represent your nation. So I think if we started introducing 11s at a league level, it'd be difficult to sort of get the amount of people that you need who are willing to pay as much as it is.
Let's look at how we can improve this. Obviously, we're kind of looking at, GB as the ultimate sort of, goal for women to go into. Should we start looking at sort of regional teams? So obviously you still have the club level, which we do at 7s and 9s, but, should we be looking at, a North team, South team, East team and a West team where we can start having, those competitive 11v11 teams, and it's not, people who may not get the opportunity to play for England or for Great Britain, get the opportunity to play a different level of competitive football. Would that be an option?
I just want to go off a comment that Jess mentioned. Jess, you mentioned about sponsors.
Mm.
Yeah. This is an open invite for anyone representing GB. If you are struggling to get sponsors, DM us. We will help you with artwork, presentations, what to say, what not to say. Drop us a message. I would literally, if 50 of you drop me a DM, we would help 50 of you. We really, really would on that. So if you are representing and you're struggling to get sponsors, drop us a DM. We'll be more than happy to help you get some artwork and help you build a little profile to get sponsors. And the people involved in the background of TD UK are doing it every season in, season out. Right. So look, for me, well done, girls. Well done to Germany. I believe it's Finland in the final. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be Germany, Finland.
Me personally, I'd love to just go, right, let's just aim for the 11s. I'd have an 11s league and a 7s league. That way, for me, the 11s, you're a little bit more prepared for fixtures like this. And you could see it when I was watching. You could see that, you could tell they weren't used to playing that unless they're involved in mixed too. But let's move on, folks. We're going to move on to Div 1. Right, so Div 1, 1 minute, just to apologise. Div 1 was a bit of a mad one, shall we say. So, Inverclyde Goliaths 34. The only person to pick them was Pick 6 UK, and the rest of us picked Clyde Valley, who scored 0. 34-0. What the hell went on here? Liv, I'm coming to you, mate. It's your home country. You'll have mates there. Don't be giving me the
don't.
space. You've got mates at every single club.
This is one of the ones I don't. The only Scottish team that I have mates on is Glasgow Tigers. That's literally. I need to, keep going for Inverclyde. This is the second time I didn't vote for, I didn't pick them in for pundits, and this is the second time they've won. Yeah, I am surprised. Clyde Valley,
Is it the away fixture? Is it the curse of being away in Scotland?
They're not that far from each other, though.
How far?
I'm assuming Clyde Valley is another. They're both Scottish teams, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inverclyde and Clyde Valley. The Clyde is in Glasgow. They're both Glasgow teams.
That's not how far of a drive.
I don't know. I would need to double check where both locations are. But considering they both have Clyde in their name, they're both from Glasgow, which is Glasgow's not an hour drive across. It's maybe a half an hour.
Clyde Valley is in Motherwell.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, Motherwell is Glasgow. It's right beside Glasgow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's not. They're not. It's not as if it's
Today's lesson of geography is failed. Lee, what did you think of this one?
Well, I mean, I've been in communications with somebody from the IAL who is sadly not playing with them anymore, and he actually played for Clyde Valley in this game, and he did mention that he was doing the head coach a favour by coming to join their team, which indicates to me that I think Clyde Valley were in a bit of a sticky situation in this game. So yeah, I mean, the two teams, they're not a million miles from each other. They're on the other
30
side.
Minutes. That's all I asked for. Was thank you very much, Daniel Green.
It's about 30 minutes.
Far.
I had to Google it myself, to be fair, just to see where Clyde Valley and sort of Inverclyde were, and they are literally just on the other side of Glasgow from one another. So 30 minutes, yeah, pretty much on a motorway, you'll get there quite quickly. So there's obviously not a travel aspect into this. It's got to be a personnel sort of issue somewhere in this, where Clyde Valley just didn't have the numbers. Again, it'd be great if somebody could actually reach out to us and tell us actually what happened, what was, why have you been performing so well and all suddenly nosedived to not scoring a single point. But yeah, it's a bit of a shock. It's a bit of a shock, really, for us.
We got a comment. About the ladies? Was this not the purpose of the Diamond Series for the women's contact in terms of getting 11 versus 11? Great comment. Jess, are you all up to date with your Div 1 fixtures? What did you think about this one, or do you not know anything? Do not worry. If you say you don't know anything, it's all cool.
I can't say I know too much on the Div 1 teams. I'm getting there. By the end of the season, I'll be able to rattle everyone off to you. But I have seen about Clyde Valley last few weeks, and I would have put them to win as well. But it looks like it was a good game if you were rooting for Inverclyde, not if you were rooting for Clyde Valley. But hopefully it's just a sort of maybe one-off, and it could have just been a bad weekend for them. But hopefully they should start to bounce back going forward.
Okay, I've got some information. I'm going to read it out. Miles Garrett to Rams in exchange for Jared Verse.
Jared Verse.
Jared, that's what I said.
Oh, wow.
A 2027 first round pick, a 2028 second round pick, and a 2029 third round pick.
I mean, that is huge. I mean, Jared Verse is a heck of a player.
Yeah.
And for him to find himself in a trade, leaving the Rams to go to the Browns with all those picks,
That is crazy.
that's a lot of that's a lot of revenue for one player. That's crazy.
That's it. Well, let's move on, folks. Again, pick 6 UK. Clearly getting little bits of
They've got the
whispers.
inside know, haven't they? They've got the inside know somehow.
Second week in a row, this mate. He messages me going, "No, it's not like that. You can't kid a kidder." Yorkshire Rams 47, Chester Romans 0. I watched this game. No one saw that coming. I hope he meant the Miles Garrett, not the Yorkshire Rams.
Yeah. I no one saw that one coming.
Chester Romans are a little bit light on numbers. Now they beat Inverclyde Goliaths away. Sheffield Giants lost a Clyde Valley Blackhawks away, but beat them at home. So it's advantage Chester at the moment. They'll play Sheffield twice, and they've obviously got to welcome Inverclyde Goliaths. Hang on. Of course, he's going to mention the Giants.
I saw that earlier. I saw that. He's done. He's done. It's all right. Don't worry about
Do you agree, Coach Russ? Is he done? Anyway, going back to this game. Romans short on numbers. Great club. I think they've got rid of the issues. It is sad to see because me and my mate we messaged about it. We both used to play for the club, and I think they had less than 25, 26, which is sad to see. But it is a big old trip to Yorkshire. Liv, were you surprised at this one?
No, not really. I know the Rams have got a really, really strong team. Obviously, they've signed from Scunthorpe, and Scunthorpe kind of half folded. They've signed from everywhere. I know they've had people from Panthers transfer over as well. Like, I'm not surprised based on who I know is on that team and kind of what the powerhouses that they are. I'm not surprised at all.
Lee?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything less from the Rams. That they are, as I've said, I think probably the second best team in the North right now, behind the Vikings. So
do you not think Steelers or Panthers are better than any of them?
No, I think the Rams are a strong second in the North, and and I wouldn't expect anything less. Obviously, the knowledge of the Romans traveling light is never good to hear. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? You can only play with who you've got, and unfortunately, that's the way it rolled out. That's why I giggled before I started talking.
Listen, all I'd say to you is don't bet with him, because remember you have to wear the Giants jersey.
I remember that.
Yeah,
so
I got a DM last week when we were talking about Rossendale, and literally within a minute after I messaged you, like, what's your address? We'll send you the jersey to wear. So I'm praying to get beaten that game. Jess, let's see if your mic's any better. Do you know anything about this one, mate?
Yorkshire are a good side. That's about as much as I know about Yorkshire. I have heard stuff about Chester, and it's not a nice sort of thing to see for any club.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, I don't think it was unexpected for Yorkshire to pretty much have a whitewash and be very comfortable winning.
We've got a comment here. Germany has, I think, 40 women's teams playing at different levels, something like 1,800 players overall, compared to here, I think 17 teams, less than 600 active players. That's a great comment and brilliant stats, Martin. Please drop us a DM if you have any more of them stats. So on this one, what?
Sorry, I don't think it. I was reading the comment earlier. I'm not actually sure if it's 17. I know there's 5 in the nines, 6 in the sevens league, and then you've got Rosendale, Norwich, and I think there's an EKM also have an associates team. So I think it's only the 3. I could be missing a 4th ladies associate, but I don't think I am.
And there's no teams in Scotland.
Nope. Chaos. Caledonia Chaos unfortunately folded last season. They jumped up to 9s with us, dropped to 7s with us, then dropped completely to associate and disbanded the club. Sadly.
Very, very sad. Jersey is in the bag, Mateo. See you Sunday. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, looks like I'm getting drunk on Sunday. Yes, if you know anything about any of the teams we're talking about, just pop your hand up or anything. So next up, we streamed this game. Unfortunately, there's a few things from this game actually. First of all, 35-0. Oh, she's gone. She might come back. 35-0, Newcastle Vikings to Sheffield Giants. Vikings with yet another convincing performance. So this game was live streamed. They had a few technical issues with the battery, so we missed the last part. There was also some issues about a player. So they are trying to get the Aberdeen game streamed. We really appreciate. We don't appreciate. We love Newcastle. They were 35-0 up at half, and the injury happened halfway through second quarter. The guy's doing well. He's had 2 surgeries. Jack, we are sending you all love, and we hope you get better very quickly. 2 surgeries on a dislocated and broken hip, but was awake now in good spirits. And they just announced they've signed a QB from Surge, Staffordshire Surge, and Newcastle Raiders, Ryan Vale, a very good QB as well. I believe I've played against him. But is anyone surprised? But we're getting to the point of the season now where we're either surprised or we're really not. I thought the score would have been bigger, but with the injury and how bad it was, it did sound like it affected them quite a lot. By bigger, I'm talking 40, so it's not much off it. But I remember playing a game and our number 1 running back broke his leg, and the whole mood shifted because it's not like you just get pulled off the line and that's it. If it's really bad, you can't get moved. If there's momentum, it stops. So on that aspect, I understand, why, but it's another convincing win. It's another shutout. Lee, who do you see stopping Newcastle Vikings this year?
I think the only team, as I said, in that Northern division is going to be the Rams. But they've already taken care of it once. But yeah, I mean,
it wasn't you, mate. I wasn't at that game. I'm not going to say the next comment because that'd get me in big trouble. See you soon, mate. Go on, mate, as you were.
I mean, I watched this game live, and it was crazy how efficient the Vikings are moving that ball. I mean, the first snap of the game, the ball went, I think it was about 70 yards down the field. It was absolutely sensational. And then the second play, they put it in. And then they got the ball back into their territory, scored again. And then there was a pick 6. And it was so efficient the way they just put the points on the board. And like I say, before the injury, before half time, it was 35 points to 0. And I think by the looks of it, this second half, they just played their second and third string guys out there just to get them some reps. So yeah, I think overall, I think the only team that's going to possibly beat the Vikings here are the Rams. But I think the Vikings are the dominant powerhouse and probably Prem ready team out there. So
we've had a few comments. Deadline day is tomorrow. So if there's a team you're looking to move to, for whatever reason, it is tomorrow. If you're and ahhing, I would say trust in the process. If your team is not in a great position, learn, get all them reps in. As Lee mentioned, obviously, it looks like Vikings got every player on the pitch. Obviously, pitch time is important. You've got to kind of like prioritize what's important for you and what's not. Liv, another big Vikings win. Do you same question to you? Do you see anyone stopping them this season?
Again, I do see with the Rams fixture, the first fixture they've played. Obviously, it was a close game, wasn't it? I'm not being dumb. It was. There wasn't much in it. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, you're correct. You're correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think the Rams could give them a good fight, But again, it's Div 1 Britball. Like, the thing is, anything can happen. I mean, we had it with Colchester winning the other week there after losing so many matches. You never know, any one of these teams, it could just hit, Vikings could just have that one-off day.
Yeah.
Any of these teams can beat them. But I do think, Rams, they are looking strong, and I do think they are going to do incredibly well. Like, I think it's going to be that battle off, the first and second between them. So all I can really say is, yeah, the Rams.
I'll be honest. I don't know where the game's at, but I hope it's live streamed because that'll be a belter to watch. We all picked Vikings on that one. Let's move on to the next one where Staffordshire Surge at home lost to Leicester Panthers. I was bigging up the Panthers before the season began because I know they are a very, very, very good outfit. And they're also a team that people are sleeping on because they lost that first game. Might not be the worst thing in the world to happen to them. Leicester Panthers 27, Staffordshire Surge 6. Are Surge in trouble?
That's a good question. I think that's a really good question. Are the Surge in trouble? I don't think they are. Obviously, they're from the events that happened last week as well. I think obviously that does affect a few people mentally. So I think that may be a contribution to the low score line, players missing game time. But again, we can't take it away from the Panthers. They are a well-drilled team. They are good. They will be fighting for that promotion. I don't think they'll get it in the North this year, but they will be fighting. The top sort of 4 spots in that sort of northern league. But yeah, it's hard to say, and I don't know if anyone's had any conversations with Serge, but I just hope that everyone's doing well over there.
I haven't. I reckon. I'll be honest with you. So first things first. I think Revs. It's gonna be between Revs and Surge who goes down. Second thing. If it was Surge to go down, I would bet very good money that they come straight back up because there's some brilliant people at the club. Sean Williams does a great job with that team there. I just think they're in a ridiculously difficult division. I have called the Midlands a bogey league for Div 1 and Div 2. I think for Leicester, they're in a brilliant position. Whoa. Lee. Alex Pickering will send it off. 15. Oh, God, do you want to hear what he calls it? He hasn't really. Liv, have you got any comments on this?
Not really. From conversations I've had with some people on the team from Panthers.
People.
Big up my teammate Savage, playing on the O-line. They are a very strong team. They're a very well-oiled unit. They are a team that, they are clicking and it is working. Yeah, cool, they had that little hiccup right at the start of the season, but it's that little hiccup that I think has just pushed them to be in this, powerhouse that could threaten to kind of make the promotion. Will he get it? I don't know. Stranger things have happened in this division. Not in this division, but in Div 1 Britball.
Yeah.
But I do think they are a strong team, and I think they're now kind of saying to the kind of community, look at us, like, cool, we had this hiccup, but we're about to, insert bad word.
I think they learnt a lot in terms of get the result done first, game time later. They're a really good outfit, good bunch of guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Let's talk about another good team: Black Country Steelers 13, Shropshire Revolution 7. Now, I had a really, really weird DM, so I'm hoping someone can stack some information up for me. That apparently the Revs had the ball and bent the knee at the end. Now, please, someone confirm that that's not true. I've not DM'd them or anything. I only just had this message sent to me. getting beat 13-7. They just had nothing.
I
Don't know
mean,
what. Like
so
they
I'm
had
assuming they
the
took a
ball.
knee at the end of the game.
Yeah, they knelt it out. That's crazy.
I don't want to believe that. So if anyone from the Revs can confirm that, please let us know.
Are we sure it's not the other way around? Because
apparently-
that would make sense.
I know, but apparently not, mate. So Panthers versus Steelers this Sunday, by the way. Oh, we'll talk about
That's
that one
gonna be
later.
good.
Let's not ruin that one later. Now we all picked the Steelers to win, except for Kwame. He was feeling brave. Forget about the knee, because that might not be true. That might just be someone trying to stir the pot. What do you guys think of this one?
I'm actually shocked that the Steelers didn't win by more, because I thought the Steelers were going to manhandle the Revs. But
This is
again,
the bogey league, though, mate.
it is. This is it. You never know what's happening. But I really wish Denz was on to tell us more about this game. To be fair, because I mean, he should have been playing.
Shall I call him and ask why you two just talk it over?
I think we should. Yeah, I think absolutely.
Why don't we message him and see what actually happened if it was kneeled at the end of the game?
Right,
Like
Liv,
that.
you can do that, and we'll come back to this game in a bit. Okay.
Oh, you could do it.
Oh, for God's sake. Liv, what are your thoughts on this one?
Not surprised. You know, Steelers are a very strong kind of team. Yeah, it's this weird league of you never know what's gonna happen. It's the same. It's Midlands. The Midlands div in both adult ball and uni ball is always a weird kind of like weird stuff happens all the time. If you take it like I played for
Apologies.
ARUC.
Steelers knelt it out. I've had 5 messages in 30 seconds. The person who sent me that message, I'm gonna kill them when I get off this. So I mean, the thing is with this league is if all the teams who had lost had won the rest of the games, part of me be like, oh, it doesn't surprise me. It's a very, very tough division.
Yeah.
Leicester Panthers, Dean Holmes has put, our numbers don't lie on what we are building is something for years to come. 90 plus players registered and additional coaches are pushing to 111. We're only going to get bigger too. I love that. You know, I know we'll go back to this game in a second, but they look like they do really well in the Prem. They'd settle in the Prem within a year or two, and that's great numbers. But going back to this, so Steelers knelt it out, got the victory, fair. I hate when teams do it against me, especially when my team's getting beat. Who do you who for both of you? One answer, not this or this. Who do you guys see finishing top this season of that division?
Who's in this division again?
Steelers, Panthers, Surge, Revs, and Norfolk Knights.
I think Panthers are going to top it with I think Northants being second.
But Northants have just been beaten by Steelers.
Were they?
Yeah. So okay.
But they still got the reverse fixture though as well. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that is a question, isn't it? I'm going to go Panthers as well. I'm going to go Panthers. Going to go top.
Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, moving on. So we have Colchester Gladiators 0, East Kent Mavericks 28. Now, just a little FYI. Mavs were missing their head coach, the offensive coach, and the starting QB. Their online coach, Dom, who was in his early 20s, stepped up as the OC for the day. A bit of a humble brag there.
There it is.
They've only conceded 6 points this whole season. Are East Kent Mavericks getting promoted this year?
I think after that is a no-brainer. I mean, I think they're still number one in our power rankings. No, they're not. They're not the power ranking. They're not number ones, are they? No.
Oh, no, mate. You've just fired the inbox up. Carry on, mate. Carry on.
No, they're not, are they?
No, it's Splits B at the top, is it not?
No, no, Vikings at the top.
Oh yeah, I forget it's the combination North and South.
I mean, yes, in my eyes, East Kent are getting promoted this year to the Prem, without a shadow of doubt.
Do you win the final against a team in the North?
See, I'm going to go East Kent Mavs again.
Interesting.
I think EKM, I think they've got something really good.
See? Oh, it's going to be in my inbox next. Got anyone on this one?
Nothing
Not
from me,
really. I
honestly.
think it's they were a strong team last year, only just nearly missing out with Stallions in the promotion match. So I do think, are they going to be as good as the teams in the other half of the south? Though are they as good as Blitz B? Are they good as Solent Thrashers? That's because it's going to be one of those three that are getting the promotion. Is it going to be EKM or is it going to be Thrashers making their prem, coming back up to the prem? Unfortunately, I would say Blitz B, but Blitz B aren't allowed to come up to the prem because you've got Blitz A up in the prem.
No.
Which is sad.
Apparently not.
I thought this was agreed like 2-3 weeks ago on a live.
We'll find out.
Someone
Anyone
said.
No.
Someone
let's
said
find
that.
out.
No, yeah,
Teams
someone said the Apache couldn't get promoted. They didn't say about the Blitz B.
But
I don't know.
logistically, it would be the same.
It would be the same.
Premise.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, it's an interesting one, but I think we move on.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I believe we might be doing some streaming with East Kent Mavericks as well. Hopefully that happens. We want to show more football. Okay. Sussex Thunder 0, Hertfordshire Cheetahs 43. Great way to turn that season around, Cheetahs. Now I picked Sussex because I thought, right, Cheetahs have been beat. What usually happens after the team gets beat? The nosedive. Credit to them. They've made me look like a right divvy. Won't be the first team. Won't be the last. Liv, any mates at these teams?
No. The guys that I know that coach for Cheetahs, I think, took a step back from the mixed adult and were coaching the unders. I know a few of the girls obviously associated with the women's team, but
I mean,
as far as I'm aware, because we haven't played them this year. I've briefly seen them play against Blitz B, but that's about it. So I haven't really. But I'm not surprised. Again, it's the former Prem teams are doing well in these kind of Div 1. I mean, you got Vikings who are former Prem doing well. Cheetahs have only just been relegated, doing well. Thrashers as well, doing well. It's not surprising. The two teams that they've lost to are Blitz and Oxford, and they're two very strong teams in their Div.
You've also got to remember, Oxford have only got promoted last year, so they've done hella good.
They've kind of got this energy going, this ball rolling. Definitely excited for the Oxford versus Blitz B match. That'll be definitely the kind of one to narrow in on who's actually going to win this division, I think.
Okay. Lee, are you surprised?
I'm not surprised the fact that the Cheetahs won. I'm a little bit shocked on what is going on down there in the Thunder. You know, what's going on? Why are they nosedived so much?
Is it with them being in such a hard division? You know, is that a factor to it?
I don't know.
You know, Cheetahs have come down from Prem. Oxford have clearly recruited every man, dog, and the bone. London Blitz, is it London Blitz B that are in their division as well?
Yep.
Yeah, Blitz B.
And then Portsmouth Dreadnoughts and Portsmouth were a really good team last season. I've had a message from a Cheetahs player straight away. All I'm saying is our coaches keep saying this is a rebuild year for us. And you know, the calm and the nerves of the other players by the looks of it. So you know, Cheetahs are obviously doing the work there, but I do think a lot of teams will struggle in that division. It is stacked up of good teams. We've all commented, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's move on. London Blitz B 28, Portsmouth Dreadnought 0. Have Blitz B conceded a single point this season?
I don't think they have.
One moment.
Because Cheetahs was 6-0, definitely.
Have they played Oxford yet?
No.
No. this is a game I can't wait for. No,
Yeah.
they've scored 147 and conceded 0. The only reason, right, these aren't higher in the power rankings is because they literally, whoever wins out of them in Oxford is going to shoot up.
Yep.
But that's going to be a hell of a game to watch. But I don't know. I don't think London Blitz stream their games because they don't tend to post much on social media. I'd love that game. I'd love to see that game. Was anyone surprised of this result? Does anyone think Oxford can beat Blitzby?
I think they can. I think Oxford can beat the Blitz. The only thing I'm a bit shocked on this one is the scoreline. I thought the Blitz would put more points on Dreadnoughts. I mean, when we think about how much points the Saints put on Dreadnoughts a few weeks back, they were clearing 40 points. I was expecting Blitz to go in there and absolutely, put another 30, 40 points on them, but to walk away with 28 points, I mean, that's only 4 scores, really. That's not a lot.
It is, but I reckon they've had one eye on a game this week because they're away to Cheetahs.
Oh, you think they're resting players?
Yeah. Liv, you got anything to say in it?
I mean, it's the scoreline as well was quite shocking to me. I did expect it to be higher as well. But yeah, I do think Oxford could beat them, especially with Oxford beating Cheetahs quite well, and Cheetahs and Blitz only being a 6-0 game. Granted, first game of the season. There's always those kind of first game of the season nerves, but I do think it. I'm hoping it would be a closer match, but yeah, this doesn't look like the Blitz B that put up points the other week there against, I believe, one of the other teams in the bottom slots, but I can't remember which one it was.
Thunder, wasn't it? They put a lot on Thunder.
Yeah. Was expecting more, but
it's an interesting one. Well, let's move on. Bournemouth Bobcats 6, South Wales Warriors 17. Warriors coming back after a few weeks off. I really, really want Bournemouth to do well. They are in these Div 1 divisions are so tough. Lee, now Warriors got beat, but what are you thinking they can do this season, mate?
I mean, the Warriors are in a tough division. They've got the Thrashers in their division. They've got the Apache. It really is a tough league to be in. There seems to be this sort of divide, doesn't it? You've got these fantastic teams. The Thrashers, the Warriors, the Apache. And then you've got the teams who are struggling, like the Bobcats, like the Thunder, like all these other teams.
I agree with this comment, by the way.
I do as well.
I just want to say on that comment, I don't think anyone's saying it's a bad score. We had the Bournemouth Bobcats. Right
at the beginning of the season, yeah.
He was brilliant, and he spoke with so much empathy, so much desire about the club, and I love that because you can tell when someone's wrapped, full on wrapped into the club. I just think they're in such a tough division. You're not wrong at all, mate, Tez. It isn't a bad score. I just want the guys to get a win this season. They are like my. When there's a team that you don't support them, but you have a bit of love for them. That's Bournemouth.
They're your underdog team, aren't they?
Yeah, Liv. Anything on this team?
I mean, not really. South Wales, it's a very strong team from clips I see on social media. To hold them to a 17-6 score, fair dues to the Bobcats. Like, the defense must have locked in. I'm guessing. Well, obviously, to not allow that many points because and South Wales can do it. They can put big scores up. They have been putting big scores up in some games, so it's good to see. Despite the scoreline, despite being a couple of touchdowns down, defense held them under 20 points, and they also managed to score. So it's not like a negative. It's a we've proved we can do it. We just need to do it more, I would say. But yeah, South Wales, very strong team, very strong coaching staff as well, from what I know.
Yeah, interesting one. Well, let's move on. Bristol Apache 16, Hereford Stampede 6. Good win for Bristol. Tough day at the office for Hereford. I actually really like Hereford's social media. They do half-time interviews and full-time interviews. And it sounded like it was a really close game. Anyone got any comments on this one?
Not really. I think this was the scoreline I was predicting. The Apache were going to win. Stampede weren't going to go without a fight.
Yeah.
And it was a close game. There's only 10 points in it, 2 scores. And it would have been a different match. But yeah, the Apache took care of business and walked away with a win.
Bournemouth will do well. Let's not forget they were 14-0 up against Solent at one point.
Solent.
We love them. We love the Bournemouth podcast. They're great people. Liv, anything on this one, or anything just Lee said?
Yeah, I mean, it's this expectation with Apache to do well based on their A team. It's the same kind of mentality that we have for Blitz as well. Their A team strong, so why is their B team must be just as strong? Granted, though, the Apache hasn't been doing too hot this season, but I'm not surprised that they win. They won even. It's a score that kind of reflects how well they have been doing this season. I will say, it's not Bristol A team. The Aztecs knocking it out the park. It's it's a humble score, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's get to my favourite division, Div 2. Without Div 2, you wouldn't be able to poach our players before the 2nd of June. By our players or really good players, me. So I was made up with this result because I really wanted Darlington's team to win. Gateshead Senators 8. Darlington Steam 26. The Wenger bus was coming. Darlo, we've got a comment here. There we go. Louis Simon. Honest to God, both sets of guys from each team are really, really cool guys. But Darlington went away and got a absolute belter of a win. I haven't checked the socials. Lee, did you look at the socials?
No, I haven't looked at the socials on this one.
Lee, what did you think of this result? I'm just going to check their socials while you do what you do.
I think this was a coin flip of a game. I think I actually backed the Senators to win this game, and obviously the fact that the Steam come out full of energy, full of steam, and absolute manhandled Gateshead is brilliant. And as you said, they're a lively bunch of guys. Their social media is brilliant to watch, to look at. If you get the chance, guys, visit them. There is some hilarious.
I was there. I played in it. Do you know what? There are some teams who are going to go through a season and not get a win. That's not going to happen in our division. I like that aspect of it. Liv, anything on this one, mate? Don't worry if not, mate.
Not really. I was kind of expecting Darlington to win. I was hoping for more, half-naked bus karaoke on their social media again.
If you haven't seen it, 10 out of 10.
It's still on there, probably.
It is. I've just checked.
But yeah, I mean, they seem like a good team that are having fun just playing ball, and that's probably one of the best things to do in Div 2.
Do you know what they did? Do you know what made me laugh? So because the footage we're talking about was when they played Lancashire Buccaneers, the coach took them way back. Someone's recorded the phone at the front of the coach on the phone. Sorry, not cone. And all of the players are right at the back of the coach. They've got disco lights, and there's looks like smog, might be vapes, but they all look like they're having a blinder of a time. But well then, folks, we love to see it, and full steam ahead. Right next up, Wakefield District Raiders are here to play, and they're having fun. 18 points to 6 now against Doncaster Mustangs. I will say this: it was 6-6 at half time. Are Wakefield going to finish top this season, or are Rossendale Bucks going to finish top this season? Lee, I'm coming to you with that difficult question.
I'm going to go quite easy with the Bucks on that one. I've already said that in the last show that the Bucks are they are Div 1 bound. They did tag me in one of their posts saying Lee knows what he's talking about. Absolutely, of course I know what I'm talking about. We don't talk about the Bucks. Oh God!
Tell you what, mate, I've got that game booked off. So I'm going to that game. I might book a hotel and stay over and see if you see TD UK going live at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even sorry. Go on, mate. As you were.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, we're digressing there. I think the Bucks are going to win. I think Wakefield, great bunch of guys. I am a little bit shocked that they didn't put more of a score on the board. Like you say, they were struggling at half time. It was 6-6. Am I shocked that Doncaster still aren't moving in the right direction? You were hyping them up at the beginning of the season, saying they've had some fantastic signings and stuff.
You have, though, mate, and this is the thing. I think people don't realise how good. Oh, we can post this comment because there's no swear word. That was a Mooney or two in the bus, the good stuff. Stream it. Yeah, I'm not doing that, mate. And this is definitely going to happen after the game. So they've signed some really hella good players, but so have Wakefield. So it's really interesting because I don't think Doncaster had a very good season last season. I think they've just struggled to survive, and they clearly recruited well. They'll be looking forward to the 2 games against Lee Miners. I don't know, because if I'm comparing it to last season when Humber were battered every team in the division, Wakefield and Doncaster included, obviously Humber is still pretty much the same as they were last season. So I'd be going, well, I fancy Bucks against both of them teams. But now, because there's been such an influx of players, I don't know. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Wakefield do this season. Who do I think is going to finish top? I'm not answering it because I can. What are you going to do about it? Liv, what are you thinking about Wakefield?
They're the ones that have had the signings from Humber and Scunthorpe, haven't they?
Correct.
Yeah. The reflection is there, like, they are doing really well. I do think Bucks will win against them, and I do think Bucks will top the div. They're a team that definitely steamrolling. I think they mean the bus, though. I think if you live stream the bus, you'll get a t-shirt.
Oh,
not the match.
Not
the match.
On our bus. Oh God, I'll do it from my own.
Pretty sure they're meaning the bus.
If we have a bus, I will do it from the bus. If I'm not doing it on TD UK though, I'll do that on my own. Go on, mate, as you were.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks. I think they're going to top this div. I do think, Raiders are going to give them a run for their money, but I do think they're just going to push that little bit extra more and, win the division.
Donny got the Smith brothers from Scunthorpe, and they're good, but Wakefield have a ton of Alphas players. I think they'll win it. I think. Great comment.
Yeah,
it's an interesting. I am looking forward to that fixture. Folks, I am so sorry. Would anyone like to see a little clip from the Steam and Gateshead game?
Yeah.
Why is no one shouting defense? No one's even shouting run. Oh, what a run!
Oh, nice. Wow! Oh, nearly got there.
He did, but come on, folks, you should be shouting defense and letting your defensive players know it's a run. TD UK Turbo Speed, get banned, mate, with PG. Right, Lee Miners 6, Birmingham Bulls 38. Lee, look, I know Lee are on a rebuild, and I'm very confident in that rebuild. They've got it all set up with the home games to make it more of an experience as well as a game day. Great comment there, what a block it was. But Birmingham Bulls, I think people are sleeping on Birmingham Bulls. because they lost to Wakefield, but they've also beat Wakefield. Are we sleeping on Birmingham Bulls, guys? Does anyone have any thoughts on this? I think these are a Div 1 team that shouldn't have got relegated. I've been very vocal about that. Anyone?
I think it's one of those things, isn't it? We've heard mixed comments coming out of the Bulls, and until they start consistently winning, I think that's when we can then start taking them seriously. They shouldn't be in Div 2. We all know that from last year. They should still be in Div 1. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more consistency with the Bulls, and then I can get behind them. I think fully. Lee doing Lee doing well, even though they lost games, but they've kept their numbers since start of the season, so they must believe in the progress. So good to see. Absolutely, and I think that's the main thing, isn't it? Although you're losing, can you still keep that fun aspect to it?
Oh,
okay. So yeah, we ran on fumes for the first few weeks. Okay, and they're back to full strength now with 40+ players. That's good to see, and I think that's what I want to see now. Is I want to see that consistency. You've got 40 players yesterday. Great. Let's keep it going. Keep showing me what you're doing, and get back into the contention of that promotion battle. And let's see you back up in Div 1.
Liv, anything else before we move on?
Not really. I mean, they are doing well in terms of people sleeping on them. Well, we got the picks right. You guys got the pundit wrong. So maybe you guys are sleeping on Birmingham.
Listen,
Just saying.
I wasn't too happy that people were laughing at Lee last week. I have a lot of love for that club. So it's one of them. I'm fully aware that Bulls could run away with the rest of the season, as well as Wakefield, as well as Rossendale. But it wouldn't surprise me if Doncaster Mustangs did a great comeback. They've been in it in every game, pretty much. You started. Moving on. Renegade 6, Ipswich Cardinals 24. Liv, I'm coming to you first on this one.
Yeah, Ipswich, they're a team that are pushing for this Div 1 promotion as well. I do think, there's no one in their division that are going to touch them. I think they've played everyone in their division at this point now. Yeah, they've played they've played Devils twice now, I'm pretty sure. They've played Berkshire. None of them have kind of been in a position to shut down Cardinals. Like, the Cards, I'm not surprised. They're a lovely bunch of guys. Strong team, strong kind of ethics going on in the team as well. Really nice coaching squad. So, yeah, I can see Ipswich making that promotion this year. I believe they only narrowly missed out on it last year. They maybe made it so far. Berkshire's first offensive touchdown after a cheeky steal of the ball from Cardinals QB hand, and then a long run back before being brought down. Good field position to punch it in.
Yeah, mine was probably the referee in that game, so he probably knows best.
I'm not going to argue with him there.
I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, I know Martin. He's probably reffed that game.
Yeah.
Lee, anything on this one?
No, I mean, I think Liv's absolutely right. The Cardinals are going to get promoted from Div 2 to Div 1. I know they've still got to play Ouse Valley again in a few weeks. I'm trying to see if I can actually get down to that game to record it. But we'll see on that one. I'll see if I can wangle something. But I know a few of the Cardinal players want me to come down to film it, so we'll see.
D2 Midlands could end up with everyone 4-4 at this rate. No ref since May last year retired. Hope you're enjoying retirement, fella. Just quickly, Lee mentioned about streams. So TD UK, I think we're going to be buying a new streaming platform to live stream games. You can literally do it with an iPad. That's how easy it's going to be. If you're looking to do that with an iPad and a tripod, drop us a message. We will help you get it all set up. Ideally, we can live stream a game every week. That's the aim for next season. We've got some more comments here. Some place for Ipswich. Of this, Ipswich seems like it'll be a belter. I agree. Should we move on? Would anyone like a slow motion clip of Plymouth Vanguard versus Somerset Wyverns?
Love it.
You all seem very ready. Hang on, let me just check Instagram. Slide in the DMs, T Down UK. I will check that very shortly, buddy. Right, let's play this clip.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a little bit too slow-mo, but I love that clip. And the quality is good. Camera quality as well. There you go. Plymouth do really good clips all the time, and we always appreciate them clips. I've got a few I'm going to be posting on Clip of the Week this week. Plymouth started okay last season, then didn't particularly go great. I'm hearing they've got really good numbers. Hey, might be hearing wrong. I heard someone knelt before and they didn't. What's people's thoughts on Plymouth? Is it going to be a Plymouth Cardinals final?
I think it probably will. I think the problem with Plymouth is my inside sources telling me that their defense is lights out. I mean, they are really, really good. They're turning the ball over at every opportunity. I think the problem that they're facing at the moment is getting the ball moving efficiently on offense. Obviously, that clip came, I think, quite early on in the game where they were moving the ball really well, but all of a sudden it just stalled, and they were left with 14 points on offense. So yeah, I think we just need to look at that a little bit more, and hopefully, we can see the Vanguard improve. But I think that they are in contentions for getting that promotion from Div 1 to Div 1, but it's going to be between them and the Cardinals, I think.
Liv, you got anything else to say on that before I go into this?
I'm guessing Plymouth must have given up a safety, given that it was 5. So I'm guessing a safety and a field goal. Yeah. I'm not surprised. They seem like they have a really good setup, a really good game day experience. In terms of this is Vanguard, they're definitely they seem like they're going to be a strong side again. Strong side last year, just kind of dipped off right at the end of the year, but I do think they are also a team that is in this contention for a Div 1 to promotion to Div 1.
Well, this is way too early apparently to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I kind of do what I want sometimes.
I love it. I love it.
I am going to be making up a Prem one. I haven't got a clue how Div 1's worked. I've asked Baffa. Hopefully I'll get a message back. So if anyone knows the Div 1 playoff schedule, please drop us a DM because anyone I've spoken to hasn't got a Scooby. But let's have a little look at this full screen. So as it stands, if the season was to finish today as it is, you'd have the Lancashire Buccaneers against Wakefield District Raiders. Bucks would be at home. Then you'd have the Rossendale Bucks at home to Lincolnshire Bombers. Ipswich Cardinals at home to Somerset Wyverns, and Plymouth Vanguard at home to Ouse Valley Eagles. Now, some people could argue that it is way too early to start talking about that. Mate, we did the power rankings before anyone had even played a game. Shut up. We're just going to do it. But we are halfway through the season. People will leave other teams because they want playoff or they want the dream of a ring. Are you guys looking at playoffs? I mean, both the teams you play for could still make the playoffs. Is that something that you're looking for? Is that a target?
I think so. I think every team, are either looking at two things. They're looking at surviving relegation, or they're looking to battle it out to get into the playoffs. And I think at this point of the season, you have a very good idea which one you're fighting for. Some teams will be quite comfortable thinking, okay, we're going to finish, 500 season. They're going to finish mid-table. Great. But I think majority of the teams are going to be looking at this going, okay, well, we need to really turn this around or we're going to be going down. And I think, for sure for the Cats, they're looking at these next fixtures going, we stand a chance here. We could. There is a possibility we could finish second, especially after their performance against Blitz. The return fixture when Blitz come up to the Cats, if they put a big enough score on them and they win out the rest of the games, they could finish second. So there is that opportunity for the Cats to get into the playoffs and to play someone like the Titans.
Next week, by the way, folks, we've got American TJ on the show with us. Be really good to have him on. And he's a Bronco, so I'm always going to like that. But before we get into week 8 and next week, I'm going to go through Mateo's power rankings. I'm going to make like a theme tune before we go into this for next week. In the Prem, we've got the Aztecs on top. Sorry, Lee, I'm doing you dirty there, mate. 1 second. Aztecs on top. Titans second. London Blitz third. Coventry Phoenix fourth. Cambridge Cats in fifth. Then we've got East Kilbride Pirates in 6th, Nottingham Caesars in 7th, Wembley Stallions in 8th, Rushmore Knights in 9th, Merseyside Nighthawks in 10th. Folks, there quickly in the comment section, do you think Knights should be bottom or should that stay to the Nighthawks?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Look, I think Nighthawks play this weekend. We're going to get into that in a bit. That's going to be key for them. I want to see them score a point because they've yet to score a point. And then we go to Div 1, the one I hate doing more than any of them. We've got Newcastle Vikings in top. East Kent Mavericks in 2nd. I'm getting booed in Kent. London Blitz B in 3rd. There's arguments they should be top. I'll know after the Oxford game. Black Country Steelers in 4th. Solon Thrashers in 5th. Oxford Saints in 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 6 are still undefeated. Then we've got Yorkshire Rams in 7th. Leicester Panthers in 8th. London Olympians in 9th. Hertfordshire Cheetahs in 10th. Lee, Liv, question for both of you. If the Leicester Panthers beat the Black Country Steelers, where are you putting the Panthers in your power rankings?
I think they've got to go 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop Steelers down and move everyone up 1. So drop Steelers below Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's the 6.
Yeah. Move everyone up 1.
Okay. And then we go into Div 2, where we've got Ipswich Cardinals back on top after another brilliant win. Yes, I know I knocked my team off the page. Would you believe it? Lancashire Buccaneers in 2nd. Plymouth Vanguard in 3rd. Rossendale Bucks in 4th. Wakefield Raiders in 5th. Birmingham Bulls in 6th. Lincolnshire Bombers in 7th. Ouse Valley Eagles in 8th. Somerset Wyverns in 9th. And ladies and gentlemen, in 10th, making their debut, is the Darlington Steam. Full train, full steam ahead. That's our power rankings. I always get a bit of flack on them, not so much this week. I'll take that. We've had a comment. I think you guys should do a top 10, a rating of the team's kits or a top 10 of teams' kits. Clearly, it'd be the Lancashire Buccaneers in first, but let's move on. So we're going into week 8. Week 8. Some teams have only played 2 games, which is mental. But let's get to it. On Saturday, we've got the Newcastle Vikings against Aberdeen Roughnecks. I'm going for the Newcastle Vikings. Liv?
Going for the Vikings as well.
Brilliant. Lee?
Vikings. I don't think there's any other option here.
Okay, really interesting game. Nottingham Caesars against Coventry Phoenix. I'm going to be going for the Phoenix. Liv?
I'm going to go for the Phoenix. They've played each other before already, haven't they? I think I went for Caesars.
Okay, so you're going for Phoenix too. Lee?
Yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix are going to win this one.
Okay, Merseyside Nighthawks in their new home ground against East Kilbride Pirates. Liv?
East Kilbride.
Lee?
Yeah, I'm going for the Jocks on this one.
Oh, I can't say that. I'm going to be going for the Nighthawks. Come on, Nighthawks. Never thought to say that in my life. Next up, we got Glasgow Tigers against Clyde Valley Blackhawks. Liv?
Glasgow Tigers.
Lee?
Tigers.
I'm going to go for the Tigers too. I'm going to go for the Yorkshire Rams, who are home to Sheffield Giants. Lee, who are you going for?
Yeah, no, I'm backing the Rams to finish second in this division. So yeah, Rams.
Okay, Liv?
Rams as well.
Okay. Oh my God, I don't want to do this next one. Leicester Panthers at home to Black Country Steelers. Liv?
Leicester Panthers.
Oh, I'm going to have to go Panthers.
Okay, let's move on.
What did you pick?
Yeah, what's your pick?
Yeah, you didn't pick anything. Come on, Mateo. You got to say something.
Oh, I'm going to get the PC boy. I tell you what, can I pick a draw?
No, you got to flip a coin.
You literally say you hate draws and
Mate.
walkovers, so you
If this
gotta
is a
pick
draw,
one.
by the way, this clip's absolutely getting cut. Steelers. I'm sorry to everyone. Panthers, Steelers. Hey, you guys proved me wrong. We'll come up with a forfeit or something. Oh my
Get
God.
him a jersey.
Yeah, get me a jersey. I'll wear the Panthers jersey next week if Panthers win. Send me it over. Hang on, I can't. The week after. Okay. So next up we've got Norfolk Knights versus Shropshire Revolution. I'm going to be going for Shropshire Revolution. Liv.
I'm gonna go for the Knights.
No reason.
I'm
Lee.
gonna go for the Knights on this one.
Oh, I've got 4 messages already off angry people. East Kent Mavericks at home to the Essex Tridents. Liv.
I'm gonna go with the Mavs.
Lee.
I'd be crazy to go for the Trident, so I'm going to go for the Mavs.
I'm going to go for the Mavs, and I've just found out 2 other players have just transferred to Leicester, so that makes it 113. It's just getting better and better. Way to go, Mateo. London Olympians against Kent Exiles. I'm going to be going for the Olympians. Lee?
Oh, yeah. Let's go Olympians. Let's go Olympians. Oh, so tempted to go for the Glads then. Oh.
Six, as you said.
I think he's assumed Mateo. I'm not worried about Denzel. I am quicker than him. Don't worry, mate. He'll tell you that. Liv, who are you picking here, mate?
I'm gonna go for the Olympians as well.
Okay. Portsmouth Dreadnought against Oxford Saints. I'm going to be going for the Saints. Liv?
Saints.
Lee?
Yeah, Saints all day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mad one that. Then we got the Cheetahs against Blitz B.
Oh,
Liv, Liv, I'm coming to you, mate. You got mates everywhere.
I do. Based on the first match that I've seen, I am gonna go with Blitz.
Okay, Lee.
I'm gonna go Cheaters on this one.
Yeah, I'm going Cheetahs too.
Oh,
Right. Then, sorry, folks, I've got about 15 tabs open. Then we've got Hereford Stampede against Solent Thrashers. It's hard to ignore Thrashers, and when we're going for Thrashers, Liv.
Thrashers as well.
Yeah, Thrashers.
Cool. Okay, then we move to Div 2. My fave Div, Humber Warhawks versus Darlington Steam. Lee.
Warhawks.
Liv.
Darlington.
Right. I would love to see Darlington win, but I think Humber will win. Why? Because I want to see that party bus. They promised me if they're going to do a party bus. Can you imagine if they beat Humber Warhawks away? Oh, my sweet joke. Right. And then we've got Lancashire Buccaneers against Lancashire Bombers. Lancashire Buccaneers can put 1 foot in the playoffs if they get a win. I'm going to be going for the Bucks. Liv.
I'm gonna go for the Bucks as well.
Lee.
Yeah, go for the Bucks.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, here we go. What the comment section's been waiting for. Rossendale Bucks versus Wakefield District Raiders. Liv.
I'm gonna go for the Rosendale Bucks. Forgot them. Brian died there.
Lee.
Yep, I'm going to go for the Div 1 bound Bucks.
I've got to go for Wakefield because I don't want to wear the jersey. So Wakefield, do me a favour. I don't want to wear the jersey. The only way we wear the jersey is if I'm playing for them. However, if they send a jersey, I've asked for number 69. Read into it what you want. Okay. Ouse Valley Eagles against Ipswich Cardinals. Liv.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Cards.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah, going for the Cardinals on this one.
I'm gonna go for the Cards. Cornwall Monarchs against Swindon Storm. Liv.
Gonna go for the Monarchs.
Okay, Lee.
Storm.
I'm gonna go for Storm too. Okay, then we got Wyverns against Vanguard. Liv.
Vanguard.
Lee.
Vanguard.
I'm going for the Wyverns.
Ooh.
Okay, and that is absolutely everything. We've played all the clips, we showed all the bits and bobs. Folks, thank you so much for everyone who joins us, everyone who helps us by sharing content. We will no refs in Cornwall. Any level 1 officials, please, if you can, Please help out any games. We'll always share stuff. Anything you guys do, tag us in. We always do share, guys and girls. It has been another belter of a show. I will hopefully be wearing my normal clothes and not a number 69 Rossendale Bucks jersey next week. But only time will tell. Folks, thank you so much. We will see you the same time next week. Please also remember, we've got a show on Friday, 7:30, 3rd and 99. We might be joined by someone from Paris. I'm working on it. I'm hoping to hopefully have an episode of Her Huddle out this week to talk about the 9s, the 7s, what we've got to do to get to 11s. Hopefully Liv is free for that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I have been Mateo. We will see you next week. And
I've been Liv.
And I've been Lee.
Thank you, folks. We will see you next week. You all have a good one. Please give a like and share and follow all of our socials. See you later.